Okay, so let's take a look at the ObserveIT connector for Splunk. This application gives you a great security auditing solution by marrying the lightning-fast dashboarding and drill down and report building of Splunk with the video replay of user activity from ObserveIT. And I'm going to start out in the activity dashboard, which summarizes every user login session that took place. I'll choose a 30-day time window to get started, and now I'll get a summary report or dashboard of every user session that took place on my corporate servers or desktops. This information is broken down for me according to many different criteria, so I can focus in, for example, on which particular machine users logged into, or I can focus in from which client machine the users initiated a remote login session. So I have that flexibility both from a client and server perspective. I also can see information about the users, the user IDs that logged in, so I see the exact named user, the names of each user that performed sessions. Or I can see the login credentials by which they logged in, so this gives me the ability to follow generic logins such as administrator while still knowing the actual identity of the person who launched that shared account session. And I also have the ability to drill down according to what applications were run within that session. So here I'm going to now be able to see each particular application that was launched, whether it be Windows applications or Unix commands that were run within Unix sessions. So all of this drill down gives me the ability to identify and find particular user login sessions that are of interest to me, whether it be for a forensic investigation or security auditing or even root cause troubleshooting drill down. Whatever I've selected within the dashboard, it's reflected in a more detailed list of each user session. So let's say I'm investigating a security breach via SQL Server Management Studio. I can click here in the dashboard, and I'll now get a filtered list of each user session in which the user ran Management Studio. This list includes details such as a start and end time of each user session, the login credentials and the actual name of the user, the client and the server name, every single application that the user ran in this session as well. So, there's the client names and there's the actual applications that the user ran. Now, most importantly, this video icon on the right of the screen gives us access to a video replay of everything the user did within that session. So now I'm able to see, as if I'm looking over the shoulder of the user exactly as he was doing it, I'm able to see exactly what he did, all of his interactions. I see him here launching SQL Server Management Studio. I see him navigating the user interface selection tree. I see anything that he types, and I see every action that he did before, during, and after running this application. So now I have all of the contextual and specific video replay information about what the user did. Going back, I can call up even more detailed information about that session. So clicking on this next icon here to the right, I can now see a list of each window title within each application was run. So this gives an even more granular details. So for example, I can see here, without even the need to launch the video replay yet, that the user was editing the login properties for SA, and that's a very good chance to be the security breach that I've been looking for. So this really gives me quick drill down to find what I'm interested in. Let's go into the report building area now, and we'll see here that we have tremendous flexibility for report building and filtering. I can filter reports by many different criteria such as a domain, operating system, server, user application, or even according to free text search filtering for any report that I want to build. So let's say, for example, I want to show, let's say, a count of each number of events that took place over each specific machine and split out by the applications that were run on within those sessions on each machine. Now I see that broken down exactly as I need with a tremendous amount of detail. Reports can of course be exported or printed, and I can also save my searches, which will allow me to call up these searches for automatic delivery whenever I want them or need them. The ObserveIT Connector app for Splunk includes additional capabilities such as Google-like full-text searching, so you can do a detailed searching across all of the user sessions. Here I'm looking for anybody that was running a bash command. And no matter where I come at the user session audit from, I always have that ability to launch the video replay, whether it be from my reporting or my dashboarding or my session browsing. I always have information available to me with great level of granularity of metadata about each session, and then the video icon to launch the video replay whenever I'm wanting to dive in and see more detail. So that's an overview of the ObserveIT Connector for Splunk. Hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to contact us for more details.